Hello, I'm Dennis Howard, CONEXPO 2026 with Adam Gilbertson and Scott Weenus. Guys, thanks for being here.
Yeah, you bet.
First thing, what are you seeing about, y'all both been to a lot of CONEXPOs. What are you seeing at this one that you didn't see before?
For me, it's the amount of people here and the engagement level of the people. This booth has been packed. Everywhere you go, it's shoulder to shoulder. The people are here. They're asking a lot of detailed questions. It's been a great show.
Adam?
Yeah, I think, this is number 6 for me. And we broke the record. They haven't told us that yet, but there's clearly more people here than ever before. The other thing I tell you, Dennis, the number of people from each company is different. Instead you used to see an owner, maybe an equipment manager. Now we got superintendents, we got technology folks. The depth of the people coming from companies is different, and the kind of conversations we're having about the equipment much more in detail than it's ever been before.
Yeah, it seems like it's a lot of energy, a lot of very positive, very, very positive show.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we've got some cards here. So we're gonna do the wild card questions. So pick a card. All right, so Scott, we'll do yours first.
RDO support. How is RDO preparing to partner with customers to make sure innovations unveiled at CONEXPO turn into real-world productivity gains?
Wow,
that's a big question.
That's a big question. I'm glad you got that one.
All right. Man, when we talk about that, right, the amount of technology, every job keeps getting bigger, and it takes more people, it takes more innovation. We got the John Deere's all in on their new excavators here. They unveiled their new excavators. The features, advantage, benefits of these machines are taking customers to the next level, right? The technology is easy to use. It makes them more productive. You can put a less experienced operator in there. There's autonomy things coming at this show. There's just one thing after another that just is kind of mind-blowing how fast everything is moving in the technology world and the equipment world here.
So let's talk about the excavators for 1 second. We are March 2026, CONEXPO. When will we start seeing those things going in the dirt?
We should see these probably about July, August. We should be getting our first shipments in. We got some demo machines coming. We're gonna be floating around the region having demo days so customers can get in the seat, run them. So each store should be pulling in a bunch of customers, sending some invites out in the very near future. The order window opened for them last week, so we're ready to sell them.
Yeah, they're great here. They're really good, looking good. Anything to add on that?
Yeah. I got a tax day warehouse date on our first demo unit, so April 15th.
All right.
April 15th, we'll be looking forward to one coming from Illinois.
That's an easy date to remember.
It sure is, indeed. So Dennis, I got the next question. This is a pretty good one for me. If you had to pick one piece of equipment or technology from this year's show that every contractor should know about, what would it be?
Oh, that's a great one.
We obviously just talked about the excavator, so I can't pick that one, but it's certainly high on the list. There's a couple of things that I think are pretty interesting going on everywhere around that I'm talking to contractors and I'm seeing in these booths. Software is the centerpiece of the world. We got all this great machine technology, we got all these great tractors doing the work, but software is starting to put it all together and giving the contractor real-time look at where productivity is, making sure the accuracy is there. The excavator's got this great solution for remote desktop display, so now I can help you from 1,000 miles away, and I think that's going to be the hallmark of this CONEXPO, is how far we've moved into the digital space.
That's a great one. I would agree with you. Everywhere.
You don't need that.
Everywhere you look, you see technology, and it's technology that's really designed around helping the contractor or helping the end user. Last few CONEXPOs, there's been a lot of technology, but we weren't really sure what we were trying to accomplish. Now we really dialed that in. All right. Oh, sorry. You got to pick one.
Oh, we got to pick another one.
Yeah, got to pick another one.
All
yeah.
right.
We're not making this easy on you. Come on.
You want to go?
Sure, I'll go first on this one. After partnering with RDO customers to stress test John Deere's new excavators, what real-world performance insights stood out the most? We had the opportunity to have a few of those machines around, and I'd tell you, the technology that allows us to put a floor or a wall or a ceiling to protect that machine, help maybe a less experienced operator keep it safe, is a pretty big deal. That coupled with their Smart Detect and Smart Detect Assist technology, which is going to allow us to keep that job site safer, I think is going to be one of the things that will really be an important factor of that machine.
Yeah, I think one thing we talk about a lot with technology is efficiencies and that, but I think the safety aspect, you've got to remember that. It's going to change job sites completely in the next few years.
When you talk about that safety, that advanced object detection system being for the machine to be able to tell if you're a human being or a rock, capture that moment, report that near miss, right? We want to keep these guys safe. We want them to go home at night. John Deere's putting safety at the forefront of every machine they're building.
Yeah, I think that's a huge point. What do you got there? That looks like another long one there.
It does. Market forces driving innovation. What pressures or trends across the construction industry are pushing manufacturers to rethink the equipment, technology we've seen unveiled at CONEXPO? You know, we keep bringing up the word technology, right?
Yep.
We got to do more with less, right? People aren't getting paid more money to move dirt. We're moving dirt for the same price we were moving dirt 10 years ago, and everything has gone up. So we got to do it. We got to do it faster. We got to do it safer. Making these things user-friendly, making them so a guy can sit in there 10, 12 hours a day. Fuel efficiency, safety. We've seen a lot of hybrid technology coming out. Burning less fuel, getting more done, putting more power to the ground. So the list can go on for that. But at the end of the day, jobs keep getting bigger, and it's harder finding those operators to put in the seat. So you got to do more with less. Automation, pulling multiple machines, whatever it is. You know, I think that's the way the industry's going.
Yeah, for sure. Margin pressure is getting really tough on these guys.
I'm gonna maybe add on to that a little. The word autonomy is front and center at this show. And for years, you know, Deere and our partners have been automating sequences. You think about the automation suite on the motor grader and what you can do from the tip of the button that used to be really involved in actuating the machine. Now we're seeing all those sequences get automated in the lead up to letting that machine run fully autonomous, and it is here this year. It is not a future looking thing. It is in the dirt. It will be here. Machines are going to be running on their own. Operators are going to have a really important part in that, but it's going to look different as we go forward.
Yep, I would totally agree with that. All right, we got two left. Who wants which one? All right, there we go. Oh, Scott got a short one.
Yeah.
Listen to you. Number one tip to improve production efficiency. Buy the latest and greatest, right? We got everything here with all the technology on it. Find that machine that fits the job, right? Working with your salesman, your product specialist. So we put the right machine at the right job. Sometimes you can have too big a machine and it slows you down. Sometimes your machine's too small. You need to go rent a bigger machine. We've got all the answers right here.
Just upgrade the fleet. That's all.
Right.
Just upgrade the fleet.
We can help you out.
All right. I'd have never thought that would have come from you.
Shocking, right?
Shocking, yeah.
Exactly. You're gonna like this one. What Wirtgen Group equipment or tech did you see here that most clearly helps contractors stretch their time, labor, and material budgets?
All right.
There are a lot of them, so it is hard to get just to pick one, but I think I'm gonna focus on the Smart Compact Pro on the rollers. You know, that technology, taking density information, cooling data, and even weather pattern information to help that operator know what the mat looks like, how the density is compacting, send that information back to the company so you can capture that is really exciting technology.
And once that technology evolves, it's going to help everybody in the United States because we're all taxpayers, we're all buying roads. It's going to make better roads for all of us.
All right, smoother roads means less wear and tear, means safer, means they last longer, helps us save tax dollars.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else we're out of cards, anything else y'all want to add?
This is probably the best CONEXPO I've been to. The amount of people here, the engagement from the customers. We've been waiting a long time for our excavators. They're finally here. We're gonna put them in the dirt. We got tons of feedback from our test pilot program. A lot of hours put on these machines in all different types of conditions. They're loaded with technology. They're ready to go to work.
Good. Adam?
I got one last thing to add, and and it's a couple of our other manufacturer partners. Wingtra's here on the ground with their UAVs. They've got a new Survey 61 platform that they now can do crack detection to the millimeter level on an airport without shutting it down for surveying. Fantastic technology. Think about where that could be used in other places. Built for the airport construction conversation, but who knows where that kind of accuracy goes. The other TopCon released Origo here today. That technology takes GPS inside, positioning inside the building. We no longer have to only have the sky. We've got LiDAR, we've got spatial awareness, and it's going to take that technology to a whole different place.
That's amazing. That's
pretty
really
cool
good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you very much. I know you got a busy show ahead of you. Adam, thank you.
Thank you,
Scott,
guys.
thank you.
Thank you, Dennis.
Enjoy the show. Hey, I'm Dennis Howard. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe and reach out to any RDO location if you have any questions about anything we talk about on the track. Thank you.